Hi, welcome to Quinn's RC. I got this little guy, the FCX24M Tacoma. I'm just going to answer a few questions I think that people want to know. Let's get into it. First, very cool counter-rotating drive shafts. I think this is a really great feature. It's supposed to reduce torque twist. Press the bind button once, you get lights. Press it again, they go off. They're really nice kind of halo effect. And there are no tail lights. There are buckets in there though for lights. There's only one channel for lights on the ESC/receiver combo. I might look into seeing if there's another set from another truck that can just plug in there, but not right now. I'm just going to compare it in size to a few different trucks. This is the Hobby Plus Evo Pro. This is an 18th scale. The wheelbase is a little bit larger, overall a bit larger and a bit taller and a lot wider. Another 18th scale. You can see the Tacoma is actually quite a bit longer than some of these 18th scales. This is the Red Cat Ascent. Here we go with an FCX24 K5 Blazer. 24M is really a lot smaller, although again, if you look at wheelbase, it's longer than the 24s. And then the obvious comparison would be the SCX24 Axial. This is the C10. Now Gladiator has a longer wheelbase. I'm not sure how that would compare, but you can see here, same kind of thing. Quite a bit longer wheelbase on the Tacoma. And it's a little bit narrower. And then just for shits and giggles, this is a FCX24 Power Wagon. Again, the 24M is longer, but narrower. The only other FCX24M I have is this D90, which is a shorter wheelbase than all the other Discoveries. You can see it's quite a bit shorter. In terms of width, Tacoma again is a bit narrower. Here's full throttle, low gear. And full throttle, high gear. So you can see it's quite a bit different. Okay, I've got the left rear wheel just on the edge of the blue tape. Steering trim is turned all the way up. Here's turning radius. I'll go pretty slow so that we don't get too much scrub. Right there, I'll mark that. Now same thing the other way. Exactly the same. My C10 is a little bit modified. It's got the Trotzi 1.9 weighted wheels, torque servo, and Furatech brushless system in it. I'll put the link to the install video for that brushless system. It wasn't that easy. You can see I had to move the receiver vertical right up in the middle of the chassis, so that's not so good for center of gravity. And it shows through there. I'm thinking about maybe putting a little face on it as a driver, but we'll see. But let's compare turning radius. By the way, look what we can do with the Furatech. And you can see quite a difference. That wheelbase makes a big difference. I took the Trotzi Star road wheels off the C10 and put them on the Tacoma, and what do you think of that? That is really nice. Holy cow. I didn't really expect it to be that nice. Woo! I'll have links to these in the description below. These Batrocity wheels are weighted and they look really nice. Unfortunately, the only tires I could find for them were these Fair RC 0.9 utility ATs, and they kind of lean a little bit and will fold over. Fair RC, I've been told that Fair RC will be making some new 0.9 tires to try on these, but again, they sure do look great. In some marketing material, this new setup and chassis was touted as being adjustable in terms of wheelbase. I didn't quite get it, but I'm looking here now and you can see there are shock mounting positions here and here. So by changing links and drive shafts, you could move your shocks and shorten the wheelbase. I just discovered that. You can also see here that there are multiple shock positions in the front and on the stock position in the rear. It looks like if you shorten it, there's one extra location for shocks. These are the shortest 1.0s that I have. These are Batrocity Mud Pros 60 millimeter. So they look kind of comical. They rub. So you'd have to raise the body up a little more. Just on a note, the stock wheel hexes for the Tacoma are a really tight fit into these Batrocity wheels, and I am having a diabolical time trying to get them out. I think I'm going to leave those on there. They look really good. So it's back to stock for the C10, but don't feel too bad. I've got metal drive lines, these pretty awesome looking brass high clearance links from Furatech, some Nex Racing, oil filled shocks, and some underdrive for the rear that I'm going to be throwing on there. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see those changes. If you have some weighted small wheel options for the C10, let me know in the comments below. I don't really want to cut this body, and anything bigger is going to need trimming. So this is the FCX24M on the left and an FCX24 on the right. You can see the diffs are much larger on the FCX24 than they are on the M. The M has straight axles. The FCX24 has portals. The transmission, although both are 2-speed, is a lot beefier on the FCX24 as compared to the M on the left. Also, the FCX24 has another difference is the M comes with an 050 motor, and the FCX24 comes with a 130. Also, the M has the motor mounted forward. The FCX24 has the motor mounted towards the rear. Look at that. William McHugh's signature. Interestingly, there is enough room on the front to fit a battery. And if you take the standard 380 milliamp hour battery and put the 900 milliamp hour battery that comes in the FCX18 on the front of the rails. Now I have a rubber band which does interfere with the flex a little bit, but now if you put it on the scales, you get a 56-44 front to rear bias, which is pretty close to the 60-40 everybody's looking for. Servo is decently speedy. Here's a little low speed modulation test. Very controllable. Oh, are we going to make it? Yes, we are. Long wheelbase again. It's very controllable.